Hello and welcome to part 6, the final part of my mini series, How to Get a Great Night's Sleep. My name is Jacqueline Haley and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, NLP coach and stress management instructor based in the UK. And today, the final part, we're going to talk about holistic health, holistic therapies, and how they can help you and train your mind and body towards getting that wonderful night's sleep. Now, when I qualified as a clinical hypnotherapist in 2008 and I did my first NLP certification, although I loved NLP and I loved hypnosis, I also understood that there was something missing. And for us to ensure we are living that wonderful, healthy lifestyle, we have to incorporate other measures into our life. Yes, it all starts in the mind, I agree with that, but it's our daily habits and rituals that can throw us out of sync. Now, I went on to university after that and I graduated in 2011 in complementary healthcare from the university in Pontypridd, Uni Glam, and I went on to open my first business. And not only did I offer hypnotherapy, I used to offer reflexology and massage, aromatherapy massage, sports massage, remedial massage, lymphatic drainage massage, because massage is absolutely wonderful for us. Now, when we look at our internal systems and how we're made up, we are energy, okay? Now, I'm not going all airy-fairy on you all, but that is fact. We are made up of energy. And if you want to imagine now a river, just imagine a river flowing and it's peacefully flowing along, and then someone comes along and starts chucking rocks and boulders into that river. What's going to happen? Of course, it's going to impede the flow of the river. It's going to stop it in its natural flow. And we're very much like that. Throughout our body, we have something called meridians, which is energy channels and nadis. And if you do yoga, you will know exactly what they are. This is Eastern philosophy. And this is how the energy travels throughout our body. This is where they base acupuncture on. And we've also got those many acupressure points throughout the body also. Now, when our energy becomes stalled, impeded, disrupted, that can happen by a number of reasons. Emotional issues, when we've had trauma in our life, or upset, or even if we've been driving to work in the morning and someone cuts us up and they're, I'm trying not to swear, when they do that in your face and you're like, oh, you get to work and I can't believe this man this morning. He did this to me, and you're all upset, and then the next person gets upset, and all of a sudden people in the office are saying, did you hear what happened to her this morning? Someone cut it up. Oh my God, it was awful. And the energy is negative. It gets disruptive. Little things like that can impede the flow of your energy. And that can all work towards you having anxious thoughts, anxiety, which can lead towards having a poor night's sleep. It is all connected. So with holistic therapies or holistic health, it doesn't matter what the treatment is you have, it all does the same thing. It all is clearing that energy, reducing the toxins from your body, and it's just working on that part of your nervous system which helps you to calm down after we've had an upset or a trauma. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about, though, oh, my love, I still offer this actually, it's reflexology. Reflexology is amazing. It works by massaging your feet. Though I shouldn't say that. Massaging your feet is not a foot massage, but my clients like to call it a foot rub. Jackie, when can I book in with a foot rub with you? Okay, when we look at the soles of our feet, and it works on the hands as well, it actually works on the face and the ears. It is said in ancient Eastern philosophy that if you broke the body down into a million pieces, even a tiny piece, you would find the whole of the body on that piece. And how reflexology works is it works on the energy channels. I'm doing this because just imagine that's your big toe, the next and the next and the next and the next and so forth. And every part of you represents an internal system, an organ, or a part of our body. And it is said that when we stress, we are out of balance, obviously. So just by working on the bottom of your feet, working with the correlating body parts, it can bring that energy back into balance by clearing all the negative energy out, and it can just restore balance in the body. Absolutely beautiful. It's deeply relaxing, and they say just 1 hour of reflexology is equivalent to a whole night's sleep. It is wonderful. So that's reflexology. We can do that, as I said, on the feet, and on the hands are the most popular, but there is ear and facial reflexology. I'm also trained in something basic in polarity therapy as well, which you can find these pressure points throughout the body. But I'm going to give you some tips here really on how to calm yourself down. And this is my left hand, okay? If you are suffering from poor sleep or anxiety or anything really, I always say to my clients, just do what we call a finger walk or a thumb walk. Just gently walk up the the fingers right to the tip, and then give a little massage on the top, okay? And just do that throughout the fingers. Just up. Or if you're lucky enough, get someone to massage your feet for you. It's wonderful. Or soak your feet. Okay, you are giving, when we soak our feet, it's like giving our whole body a soak, because the feet represent the body. And I also love saying to my clients, what do you think about your feet? Oh, they're awful. They say that in reflexology, Chinese philosophy, what you feel about your feet is what you feel about yourself. So think about that the next time you're talking about your feet. So we got that center there. We just press that. That represents our diaphragm. We can take some deep breaths in. But very important to just massage the tops of the fingers. Okay? Just massage the tops of the fingers. That does really help to calm you down. Also good for sinuses as well, this is. Yeah? So that's a little bit about reflexology and hand reflexology. Then we're going to move on to massage in general. Now, I used to, perhaps the biggest part of my business when I had my wellbeing centres was a massage, and it's absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful to give, and it's certainly wonderful to receive. And what massage can do, it just does, it absolutely calms everything down in your system. It takes all the soreness out of the muscles. It gives the lymphatic system a gentle squeeze and a massage, which removes all the toxins from our body. It definitely promotes that part of our nervous system called the parasympathetic, which can come into play to make sure that it is calming the body down. Now, I know it's always hard sometimes if you're not lucky enough to live with someone who wants to massage your shoulders before bedtime. One trick I use, and I used to use when I used to have anxiety and couldn't sleep, facial massage. Now this oil is my favourite, Dr. Organics. This is a Moroccan argan pure gold facial oil, okay? And what I do with that sometimes, I won't put any on my hands today because it's greasy, but just gently put some on your hands and just do this across the tops of your eyes, just very gently. Just massage out gently. Under the eyes, just do that. There's actually a technique called Havening. Now, I learned this Havening technique from Paul McKenna, very famous hypnotherapy and NLP trainer. And it's from a doctor in America, I think, Dr. Rudden, I think the name is, but Havening, look it up. It's a wonderful technique. But this comes into it because it just soothes and it sends a signal to the brain to calm down our thoughts, all those anxious, overactive thoughts. It just naturally just calms us down. And the beta brain waves, which I spoke about, that we live in daily, it takes us down into an alpha state just by doing that, just by doing a little bit. You can also do some Havening techniques, which is crossing your hand, giving yourself like a self hug, and gently stroking down to your elbow. And whilst you're doing that, you might want to take yourself off to a beautiful beach, sunbathing on a pool, beautiful garden, wherever you go to relax. Okay, just sit and do that and think some lovely thoughts. And you might want to gauge in with how you're feeling before you do this. And then after doing this he says, Paul McKenna reckons 20 times. Just do that a few times. Yeah. And gauge back in and see. So that's a little bit about massage, and that with hands. So my hands, just stroking your own hands. Now, remember when we were children and we used to kind of do this when we were worried? I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people say, or when you fall and hurt yourself, what would mum or dad or grandparents say? They'd stroke your head, wouldn't they? Do you know? Because it does actually calm us down again. So that's a little bit about massage. You know, acupuncture is a great one for releasing the energy channels and meridians. Now, I'm not a qualified acupuncturist, but I am qualified in something called Battlefeild Acupuncture, which is working, it's a bit more advanced than your normal auricular acupuncture. It walks through all the pressure points of the ear, all the acupuncture bars. And Battlefeild Acupuncture was brought to us, 9/11, remember that disaster? They didn't have enough drugs to help with the pain of the people. It was a massive tragedy, wasn't it? And yeah, they used little gold studs, so they actually stay in the ear. So when you have Battlefeild Acupuncture, the studs stay in the ear for about 4 days upwards, and it is, I've got to say, over the years I've done this, it's great for sleep, absolutely fantastic, and they just stay with you. We're also going to talk about crystals. Now, one thing I'm not qualified in is crystals, but I kind of use them daily. They come into my life. But one lady I'm going to shout out, give her a shout out. Her name is Yolanda Devi. You know her on Instagram as Crystal Carrier. She's absolutely fantastic. She posts the most amazing posts every day. Every morning, it's my ritual. I get up, I have my coffee, and I look at what Yolanda's posting today. And I spoke to Yolanda in the week, and she recommended some amethyst, okay? some amethyst crystals by the bed. These are mine, okay? And she also told me to get a big chunk of selenite, I hope I've said that right, and pop it behind the bed. And this is my beauty. It's been in the garden. It's got some, I think it was raining on the week a couple of days ago, and it's got some raindrops, but this is my selenite, okay? Now, Yolanda, I'm going to add her page underneath this video, okay? When I post this, particularly my Instagram post, with the contact details, and she lives in Swansea near me, and she has got wonderful selection of crystals for you that you can have, and they're wonderful to keep by your bed. And if any of you watching this love holistics, now most of us keep this. We keep our crystals in our bra, don't we, girls? That is what we do. I've also got some crystal spray which I make myself, and I make this with essential oils. This is, I think, you know, I've got lavender and frankincense. Frankincense is great for a good night's sleep. Also great for the bowels as well. Good for dreams. If you have bad dreams, frankincense is good. So in this little bottle, I've had this bottle for years. I infuse the crystals. I soak them in the water first, okay? And I get my drops of oils. I get some rose water I use. I don't use alcohol. I use rose water. And I just fill up my bottle. And then I just spray around me. Okay? Yeah? That can really help. And if you are really into holistic therapies, you will know that these are very over cleansing as well, a bit like our crystals and our reflexology and our massage. So there's just a few things I wanted to talk to you about, the physical things we can do. But let's move on now and look at meditation. We have spoke about meditation, and for those of you who are on my client broadcast list, you've had your total body relaxation meditation sent out last week. Feedback still coming in. It's been amazing. I woke up to 3 beautiful messages of some past clients yesterday morning, which was lovely to hear. Meditation is fantastic, and please don't think you've got to sit there in the Buddha position. I said that, my Buddha behind me. In the Buddha's position, doing this and breathing. You have, and you can just sit, relax. I always say to people, if you can sit up, make your spine straight, because our chakras are open, okay? And just allow your mind to drift and float, you know, and focus on the breath. There's so many different forms of meditation. For me, I do a lot of guided visualized meditation for my clients, and I work with what I call compassionate meditation as well, which is something you can sit quietly and send love to yourself, love to your family, love to whoever comes to your mind, okay? That's quite easy to do. And we're also going to move on to Reiki, because I just mentioned chakras. I am a Reiki master as well, a Reiki master teacher, and Reiki is fantastic. Now, I know we can't get to people at the moment in this current climate, what's going on with the world crisis, but we as practitioners can certainly send you some out. I know I do quite regular. Someone will say, Jack, I'm feeling a little bit, you know, wobbly. Can you send me some Reiki? Of course I can. I sit, it takes me 10 minutes to send some out to you. So Reiki is wonderful. Again, it brings in universal energy down into our systems, into our chakras, and it gets them all balanced as well for us, okay? It's absolutely a wonderful therapy to help us work towards that great night's sleep. Now, as you can see, I'm so passionate about these things. I could talk all day, but I realise I want to keep these videos under 15 minutes, okay? So we nearly hit the target there. So, but before I go, hypnotherapy, my love, self-hypnosis, meditation. I am one for sitting there in the morning. If I've got something to get on with the day, I will put myself into self-hypnosis, and I will direct my mind into the goal I need to get to. If I do ever have trouble, which is very rarely these days, sleeping, I'll sink down into some self-hypnosis before I nod off. Hypnotherapy is wonderful, because if you are really struggling with sleep and there is something going on in your life, it's a trauma, it's an anxiety, it's a situation that you're living with, and it is disrupting all areas of your life, then hypnosis is absolutely fantastic, because we can get in there into that part of your mind, what we call the subconscious or unconscious mind, where we are really looking at what is the problem. Let's be honest, what is the problem? Because you might think, oh, I know what it is, but if you really did know what it is, you wouldn't be still having the problem. It tends to be that these things are on an unconscious level. We are not aware. All we know is that our behaviours or our patterns in life start to become disrupted, and they start to cause problems for us. So we know something is going on in the deeper part of our minds. And I'm not saying that's always the case, but I would say 9 times out of 10. Anyway, so we've covered quite a lot in this video in terms of alternative health complementary therapies to ensure you're getting the body back into balance, you're removing those energy disruptions, and you're getting back into the flow. Now, over the last 5 days before this, we've spoke about routine, how it's important. We spoke about creating that clear space so you are getting that great nice sleep. We spoke about our hormones and what they do and the hormones that we need to ensure our body's in balance for a great night's sleep. We spoke about nutrition and the importance of having a healthy diet. Now, I want to stress here with your diet, okay, this is not just for your sleep. This should be anyway. I cannot stress how important it is that you are getting the right nutrients into your system. So crucial. We then spoke about supplementation. Should we supplement? Should we not? I'm in the supplementation camp at the minute. I'm feeling wonderful for it. And then we've spoke about holistic health and certain things that you can do to ensure you're getting your mind and body entrained into that wonderful night's sleep, letting go of any past hurts, any traumas that may be keeping you awake at night, so you can move forward into a more balanced lifestyle. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've got a lot from it. If you want to know anything more, anything deeper about the therapies I've mentioned today, by all means get in touch with me. If it's about Yolanda and her crystals, I'm going to put a link underneath so you can get in touch with Yolanda as well. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this series and I would love your feedback on it, and go on to have a great, it's bank holiday today, go on to have a great bank holiday weekend, and I will be seeing you next in my next series, which is going to be based on kindfulness and mindfulness. Look after, guys, and catch up soon. Take care.